Hello, I'm Gayle Meacham, the program developer and coordinator. When I started this project with Don Senecal of Metro Parks Tacoma, I really had no idea what it would become. Our grant said that we would teach 30 teenage girls, ages 13 to 18, 6 cultural dances and something about those cultures. Then we'd do a performance at the end. 35 auditioned, 30 began the project, and 25 finished it.
I'm Amy Jarvis. I'm 15 years old.
Jessica Bizdell. I'm 14. I'm Emily Steck. I'm 15 years old.
Helen Stoner. I'm 14 and I'm homeschooled.
Hi, I'm Paula Johnson, and I want to thank you so much on behalf of all the girls, all the teachers, all the crew, and everybody has worked so hard. Thank you for coming tonight, and give them all a big hand one more time.
It began as a dream, a vision. It became an adventure, complete with challenges, hard work, volunteers, and cooperation. And it grew into significant accomplishment for 25 young women who made the decision to venture into new cultures and new experiences, and to bring that dream into a reality. Dreams like this don't happen without some powerful vision. And for that, I thank Francis Buckmaster and all of the people at the Greater Tacoma Community Foundation, and Don Senecal of Metro Parks Tacoma. This project had never been done before, but they were willing to put their faith, money, and encouragement into the Dancing Cultures project. And now, on with the auditions.
Hi, I'm Katie Campbell. I was walking down the hall. I saw the flyer in the counseling office. It said, "Are you interested in dancing?" And I was like, "Sure." You don't, no experience required. And I was like, right on, no experience required. I called Gayle for the first time, and she said, "Come in, audition, see what you can do, and we'll go from there." And I was like, okay. She just wanted to see how we moved, so we just did a little movement thing, and it was easy. It was really easy. I thought it was going to be harder, but it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I didn't really know a lot about the different cultures, and I did a report on India, and I don't know what grade it was, so I was kind of interested in that, so I joined the India dance. We got the basics about the culture and how we're supposed to move and how people move in that culture. And then the Vietnamese, I just joined that because, I don't know, I just did, but I liked it a lot. And then the Middle Eastern dance, that's like belly dancing, so I was like, hey, I can do that.
I'm always interested in dancing and acting and theater, but I'm homeschooled, so don't have the outlet of school to do after-school activities and things like that. So I go to the library, and I looked in the newspaper, and I saw the advertisement for Dancing Cultures. I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. And so then I was like, Stella, would you like to do that?
And then I was like, okay. And she was like, oh yeah, you have to audition. That was interesting. I was like, maybe not. She was like, oh, Stella, please, I don't want to do it alone. She always does that. And so I decided to do it, and it turned out to be a really fun thing. I'm glad that I did.
The audition was fine, but preparing for the audition, like mentally, like when I was reading the thing, I came to the word audition, and I was like, oh no, your heart starts beating a little faster, and you're like, I'm gonna fail. That's like the first thing that goes through your mind.
I wasn't nervous at first until we actually got in the building. I was like, oh my gosh, audition. I actually have to do this. But it was fun. It wasn't hard at all. We just did a simple step, and Gayle was really nice, and it was just fun. It was a fun experience.
We got help from everywhere. Metro Parks Tacoma generously donated the space for us to practice. Volunteers helped design, size, and sew the costumes for the Vietnam, Senegal, Egypt, and Philippine dances. Our teachers were magnificent, pouring themselves into the movement, value, and attitudes of each culture, and passing that enthusiasm on to the dancers.
You know what I'm doing? I'm not going, look, I'm not going hold. I'm just going drop. I don't want to do a lot of work. I don't want you to work hard. I just want, don't control it. Don't let go. You don't have to do that. Just go.
Slap, slap, stop. Heel slap, stop. Heel slap, stop. Top.
And then 3, 4. That's how the rhythm goes. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And 1, and 2, and 3, and turn. A little bit better.
Real snug up here.
Okay.
So that's one right and one
Like
left.
it.
You get 4.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you get 0.
Our first dance this evening is from India. The teacher is Jamie Lynn Colley, a teacher of Orissa dance at Evergreen State College. Jamie's love of the dance, perfection of technique, and the storytelling helped the girls to understand this temple dance of India. This tells the story of Ganesh, the Hindu god of all good enterprises, practical wisdom, and remover of obstacles.
I was in the Eastern Indian dance. All the dances that originate from there are temple dances. And one of the things we do is ask the blessing of the earth and ask it to forgive you for stomping on it, basically, for dancing on it. And you kind of thank it for letting you dancing on it. And I really enjoyed that.
The dances are like a bunch of different poses and stuff, and it's really cool. I get to be the Uma goddess, the goddess of beauty.
Each of the dancers plays a part in the story as narrators, or the moon goddess as Shiva, and as flowers and trees. Each of these hand movements, body movements, and head and facial gestures fill the dance with the richness and splendor that is India at her finest. From India, we moved to Vietnam, a country of many traditions, rich in fishing, farming, and international trade. The teacher is Tu Nguyen. The intricate dance is from North Vietnam. Tu is a student at Pacific Lutheran University and has performed cultural dances from Vietnam since she was a young girl.
I'm Tamika Diaz. I'm doing the African Vietnamese. This lady handed me a flyer, and I thought, oh wow, let's try this out. I picked the African out because I thought it would be a good experience to learn my own culture to dance. And then I chose the Vietnamese because I thought it would be fun. Nobody really did a Vietnamese dance. They never showed it like at school or anything. I didn't get it. At first I was like, this is kind of boring, and why am I spending my Saturdays when I can do stuff funner? And then I got into it and I was like, yeah, this is me. This is the new me, and this is going to be fun.
Tu enriched her dance by bringing in food, costumes, and video of a Vietnam engagement party and wedding. One of the things that seemed to surprise the dancers was the fact that a Vietnamese engagement party can last up to 3 days. There's a great deal of formality, gifts for family members, many ancestral traditions to be observed, and friends and guests fill the house. During the long hours of training for this performance, one of the dancers asked, "Why do we spend 12 hours learning a dance that takes only 6 minutes to perform?" The answer was simple. Why do we spend 12 hours making each costume when it will be worn for only 6 minutes? It is for the love of the dance and the dancers. Our next dance is from Senegal, West Africa, and our teacher is Francesca Berry, an internationally famous dancer and teacher in the West Africa dances.
I'm Sarah Gimmel and I'm doing the African dance. Our teacher came in and she's all yelling things like wah wah and stuff like that. It just made everybody just lighten up. I got more comfortable with myself and with the dancing, and you learn how to move better. I learned actually that if you just go ahead and do it, then the person will tell you what you are doing wrong and you'll try and fix it. If you try learning like just by being careful, basically, then you'll have slower progress.
I found out about this at my school, and they announced it over the intercom, and I decided to do it, and my mom thought it would be really good for me to like learn more about my culture. I kind of started out thinking this would be great because Gayle was telling me all of like we were going to be on TV and all that kind of stuff, and this was going in our portfolio, and I was like, yeah! So I was really excited about it.
The teacher, Francesca, ran us through the steps, not telling us in which order they were going. We were just kind of practicing them over and over again. I think it was a wonderful way of learning.
Yeah, she just showed us the beat and showed us different things we could do with that. It all came together real nice. I know I have become more confident. I used to be really shy. And I don't know, I've just been introducing myself the whole time and being me around other people. The two dances I'm in are very feminine, and I'm more like sporty, not like girly, and I don't wear makeup much. But the African dance was like you be feminine and you just be yourself, and you're just like, I'm a woman and I'm here, love me. And it's a fun way to be.
From Senegal, we travel to the Philippines. Our teacher, Marlene Howe, is very active in the Greater Tacoma community with her teaching, cultural fashion shows, and performing with her band. The first dance is the aristocrat dance.
Manunugtugay na nagpasimula at nangagsayaw na ang mga mutya sa mga padyak parang mag-iiba. Ang bawat apakan ng mga bakyan kung pagmamasdan ay nakatutuwa. Ang hindi nila'y hindi nawawala, tunay na hinahangaan ng madla. Ang sayaw nitong ating inang bansa.
Young women from families of power and social importance must learn to dance well and to present themselves in a dignified and graceful manner.
Mahal na Diyos, ang puso mo hirap, ang pag-ibig mo'y kay hirap tangtang.
In this dance, the young women are putting the finishing touches on a formal dance and dream of their very first flirtatious encounter with the handsome young men who await them just beyond the door. And now, we travel to the other side of life in the Philippines. This dance is a peasant rice planting dance with a little extra flair as the young women take time for a bit of mischief and fun. This dance happened to be the favorite of many of the dancers, and we think you'll see why.
Planting the rice dance, it's a native dance, and it's one of the Philippine dances. When our teacher was telling us about it, she was like, you have to dance and be happy, because in the Philippines, when the people are planting the seeds and everything, they have to act happy, and not act happy, be happy, so that they'll have a good crop. And that just made me want to dance really hard and dance really great so that our seeds would grow.
I heard about it first from Gayle, and she described the program to me. So then I brought the idea to my daughters. We all sort of got excited, and then they started asking their friends. Pretty soon we had a big group of girls who wanted to do it. None of them have danced before at all, and in fact they were a little bit worried about that at the beginning, but Gayle assured them that cultural dancing is not like ballet or tap or anything like that. It's much more basic. It's better if they just start from scratch with the cultural dancing. They've been working really hard. They come home really tired after practices. They've been having a lot of fun, and they're going to have a lot of memories after this.
From the Philippines, we travel now to Egypt, the land of the pyramids and thousands of years of rich cultural tradition. Gayle Meacham is the teacher. At the beginning of the dance, you'll see the young women wrapped in their veils, hidden from all but close family members. As they cautiously venture out into the world, always under the watchful eye of Mama or a chaperone aunt, they open their veils and accept their rightful place in the community. In the second dance, the women begin with a blessing around the world, first to family, then to friends, then to new experience. They dance forward, symbolizing a recognition of their new status as women. They dance toward each other as they keep friendships and family ties, and they come together in celebration. They turn their backs on the world as they remember the family traditions, and then they turn outward to make a place for themselves in the world, always with a firm foundation of family, friendships, and tradition. Our last dance of this program is from Bulgaria, and the teacher is Jana Rickel of Seattle. She teaches introductory and advanced Balkan folk dance at the Green Lake VFW in Seattle.
It's good to know, for them to know that in these cultures, this is a community event. What would happen, they would, often on a Sunday, or certainly for a holiday or a wedding, everyone in the village would get out and they'd do various kinds of dances, and they would all dance together. And the kids would learn as they grew up. They wouldn't start out just dancing when they were teenagers. They would grow up dancing. And so it's a very community-oriented thing, and we miss that a little bit here. So that would be something that would be useful to add to our American culture, is get together and dance.
I want to say thank you to several behind-the-scenes people. I'd like to thank Tara Dumler, my strong support and helper with everything from costumes to makeup, and our show coordinator for the performance. And a special thank you to my husband, Billy, who helped me keep it all together when it seemed too much to handle. I appreciate each one of you. From my heart, a very special thank you to all of the young women who participated in this project. Your determination, your sense of fun, and your willingness to learn more about the cultures of the people in our communities was very appreciated. I am honored to have worked with each of you. Thank you.
My name is Elaine Johnson. I'm 13.
Grace Crumpton. I'm 16 years old.
Keely Follette. I'm 14 tomorrow.
Jessica Jarvis. I'll be 14 in 2 weeks.
Stella Crumpton. I'm 14. And
Crystal Chapius. I'm 13.
Kendra Barron. I'm 13. And Kendra Foltz. I'm 14.
I'm Allison Christensen. I'll be 14 in 4 days.
Lindsay Buse. I'm 14.
Emily Montgomery. I'm 15 years old.
Meredith Foltz. I'm 13.
Tia Bowden. I'm 13.
Haiza Fagori. I'm 14 years old.
Andrew Ants. I'm 15 years old.
Lindsay Chapius. I'm 15 years old.
Katie Campbell. I'm 17.
Melissa Chapius. I'm 15.
Sarah Gimmel, I'm 14 years old.
Maria Canfield, I'm 14 years old.
Tamika Diaz, I'm 16 years old.
Mimi Jarvis, I'm 15 years old.
Jessica Bizdell, I'm 14. Emily Steck, I'm 15 years old.
Helen Stoner, I'm 14 and I'm homeschooled.
You're not just learning the dance, you're like learning stuff about the culture, and it's really fun.
Just because they don't think they can do it doesn't mean they can't.
I hope they have this next year so that our little sister can do it, because she'll be old enough. I think she would really enjoy it, because I know we did.
We're all done.
I'm gonna cry. That was so beautiful.
Tie off the mic.
Okay, where are the donuts? Break out the donuts.
We have donuts?
Donuts tonight.
All right.